Welcome in, everybody, to the South Park Phone Destroyer weekly update for week 51 coming in. Cats are going crazy. Coming in on the new year. Welcome in. Appreciate you being here, Kirk. Welcome in. Been a while for sure. Outcast. And you've been tier 2 sub this whole time. I appreciate you, man. Outcast. Pockets. Capium. Tattooed. F-Meister. I'm going to give everybody 150 buckets because the bot wasn't up right away, so a bunch of you guys should have gotten first. Valor Mobster as well, tattooed. Welcome in, and to celebrate the new addition to the stream, which is Awesemo, we will also be giving away an Awesemo card. So if you want a chance to win the coolest collectible around, just kidding, the card, not this thing ain't going anywhere. Oh, I dropped my toothpaste. It even came with a little thing of toothpaste. But Awesemo, we're gonna put all the names in a bucket, or in his head, and then we're gonna draw them out. No, I'm just kidding. But this giveaway for the Awesemo card is going to be, oh shit, I turned his head around somehow. You can turn his head fully. Oh, I gotta keep this straight. Boom. The Awesemo card, we'll be giving it away. I know I can't remember who it was, but somebody really wants this one. This one we will be giving away. This is on the YouTube video though, so you can only win this one if you're watching it on the YouTube video, which I'll put up on Tuesday, tomorrow. But in order to win this, all you gotta do is comment, but you also have to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done both of those things, then the tool that I use to pick the giveaway winner, you just won't even be an option. It'll check, it'll say, okay, only people who liked it, only people who have subscribed. So if you want a chance at Awesemo, like and subscribe. We're currently doing a 500 sub. We finally hit 500 subs on YouTube. We started to do a 500 sub extravaganza, and we started posting a video every day. And since then, we've done it, I think we're on day 19 or 18 possibly. And we have now 528 subscribers. So we're gonna keep doing it until we match the number of subscribers that we have. So I'll do it for at least 28 days. If I get 10 more subscribers, we'll do it for 38 days. So I'll do a video per day. And most of the time, those are Buckethead versus videos. So make sure you guys check those out on my YouTube. And if you're watching this on YouTube, the link should be over there probably. But yeah, the Awesemo. Fantastic, right? Yeah, 1,000 is the mark to start making money on YouTube. Because I think I have the watch hours. Because you need like 4,000 a year or something like that. Post about how I got the skybox and Whiny Babies called me a D-ranker even though I was in 7K with level 3 legends. No, I mean, it was 50 people. Like, there's a few people that were gonna get it legit. But for sure the top, like if it was top 10 or top 25, then yeah. But top 50, I'm sure there's people. Because there's a lot of people who probably didn't bother grinding it, because like who's gonna grind it? Like if it's it's different if it's a day-long event versus like a week-long or weekend-long event, because it's like you have to grind the whole weekend. But this is a hefty boy too. But I just love that you can take off the hat. So this guy goes over here, and that is his permanent fixture on the stream. So you'll always be able to see Awesemo there in the back, and some people will be like, whoa, is that Awesemo? And then it almost looks like Grand Wizard Cartman next to him, but no, that's Stan. Alright, so let's check out last week. Don't forget, guys, like, subscribe for a chance to win Awesemo. But let's check out last week. We have a very interesting week. I want to leave this one. Nope, I want to leave this one. We have a very interesting week. We got matched up against Szechuan Sauce, and they had 49 runs, and we only had 48. Whoa, is that awesome? That's funny, tattooed. They had one more run than us, and we still pulled out the win by 5 points. which is, it's tight. It's tight. We had, I think only 2 people got losses, but I think one of them had 2 losses. So it was very interesting. But man, 5 points. Woo-wee! Man, you'll see one of my games. I was sweating. I knew that it was going to be close when I played my games. When I played my games, I knew we were down 1 run, and I knew we were up by 3 points at that point. We were up by 3 points at that point. So I knew that even if I missed a bar because I was fucking around, we were in trouble. And you'll see. We'll leave that game to last. But for the overall of the week, Chef's Elite with 44 runs only had the highest average, a little higher than us. We were the second highest. And Dire Titan Illuminati, actually, they got fucked. 112 is pretty shit. So they must have caught a bunch of losses from Dougie's. I mean, Dougie is very, very, very easy to lose against, as you'll see in one of my games. But something to see is Mercenaries at 37 and Illuminated 33 runs, but their current members is 48. Do they just have a bunch of parked accounts in there or something? I don't know. That's really weird. We got first by 7. Thought we were going to second when Google crashed. Oh, you couldn't check. Yeah, that's true. Somebody might have had, like, somebody might not have gotten their games off because of the Google thing. Oh, that's fucking crazy. The motherfucking McRib is here. I've never had a McRib. I had like the McRib equivalent in high school at the local, or the local high school cafeteria, and I didn't hate them. It was just like, it was like literally what I think it was it was just pulled pork just smashed into that weird shape. So it was pretty good. You had 1 player left to go. That's not too bad. We dropped 2 runs due to the Google crash. Damn, I didn't even think about that. That's tough. That's why you always want to get your games in. You never know what's gonna happen. That'd be terrible if that affected the. I need a haircut, but my haircut lady's booked till like January. So like, y'all are gonna have to deal. Y'all are gonna have to deal with some shit for a while. It's gonna be very shiny when it gets long. Look at that shine. Look at that shimmer. Oh yeah. Anyway, but yeah, pretty interesting that free-to-play and chess were at the top of the average. Xylophone-shaped pork on a hot dog bun. Xylophone? Yeah, it wasn't a hot dog bun. It was a hoagie bun. It was a hoagie bun. Welcome back, Awesome. Oh, Awesome. We were just talking about you and how Awesome's actually who hooked me up with it. Awesome hooked me up with the Awesemo. Which, if you want a chance to win it, you have to like and subscribe and leave a comment, and then we'll pull out of the comments. If you want a chance to win the Awesemo card, which comes with secret words that you can only read if you get the card because it's too small. And I'm not going to tell you what it is, so suck it. I love that little guy, though. Look at him. He looks awesome. Look at him. He looks sweet. Stan's just as big as him, though. All right, let's look at the games for last week. Let's get them pulled up. All right, so we have the Adventure Lock games first. Now, Adventure Lock this week, we pretty much only had Satan and Rats, so it was a pretty interesting week. We'll see how it turns out. Oh, look at that. Whoa. Cool effect I added there, huh? Really bought the TNP, but they are a tiny bit too damaged. Oh, I didn't know which TNP you were talking about. How big are those? I want to get like a life-size TNP to put back there. Level 3 Cox. Level 4 Slave. I think this is the one that I lost and I just had no chance. Because I couldn't break the Slave. I didn't have anything in my deck that could break the Slave. I can't remember. Or this is the one where I kill him with the... One of them I couldn't win. One of these games I just could not win. And then the next game on this fucking account, I get a waiting for opponent loss. It was bullshit. But we ended up getting our 3 wins on this account, so it worked out. We got last place this week, though. So yeah, I wasn't able to break the Slave with them, but I had to use them. And the rats around him. Oh, the rats does it. The level 4 is not enough. We put the... Uh-oh, the Dougie coming. The Dougie coming. Uh-oh, but our rats should take the bar and even it up. Can our paladin kill him? No. Well, kind of. The Satan, though, is the threat that we have, really. Level 3. This is looking pretty good. The shield on him. Nicely done. Dwarf Engineer might be a good choice right here. With the... Well, you know, we'll see what happens here. We don't want to waste the... Yeah, maybe... Oh, interesting. The drone doesn't get hit. Beautiful. We could Dwarf Engineer and then Freeze Ray, maybe? We're gonna slow play with the Enforcer. Smart, smart. They could definitely roll us. We could throw some level 4 legends out there and fuck us up. Oh, level 3 Leanne. Not terrible. Not terrible. What's that? 4 units? Is it level plus 1 or level plus 2? I can't remember. I think it's 1. So it's 4 units it does? Or does it go, is it like double? So it's like 6 units or something? I can't remember. We'll see how many of these rats turn. That'll give us our answer. Okay, it looks like 4, so... And then it would have taken the Dougie otherwise, so... The Adventure Lock getting that win. Knowing that the rats, if you put them around the slave at the same time, you can break the slave heal, is one of the things that gave us a chance this week. But luckily I got to lead with Osimo most games, which even if he's level 2, it at least slows shit down a little bit for me. Might get things on my side, which could then let my rats really shine. Like these level 7 cocks though are pretty fun too. Alright, see this is where we gotta try to think and maybe keep the slave, or keep the rats for the slave. But we're not able to. Freeze! I think this is the one where I just can't break the slave heal. Oh, he didn't get turned into a cock there? Wow, what was that? Kill the bell. Dude, those level 7. Oh, we did break the slave heal though, luckily. I'm not sure what did it. What broke the slave heal? Was it that one rat? Oh, it must have been the rat hit. Whoop. The rat must have hit at the exact same time that Belf did. I got kind of lucky there. I got real lucky there. Look at this Belf getting stacked. Even level 4, she's always a danger. Nicely done. Level 4 Belf coming in hot. Death bag 88. Pow. Get him, get him, get him. Oh, now she's on the new kid though. We gotta try to protect the Belf. All the energy to protect Belf. That drone was up in the air for a long time. If Belf gets a stack from the coop, oh, nicely done. We got the Dougie on hand if we need it. At the Osimo just for the health. More health. Plus 59 only. It's so funny. But the Osimo, dragging him along. Can we get more health? Yes! Oh no. The Leanne. Freeze the Leanne. Save the Belf. Save the Belf. Yes. Nice. 2 level 7 cocks coming at him. Nicely done. Well done. Base level cards coming in clutch here. We got the Satan to clean this up. If he wastes it. Get it there. Satan. That's the Dougie. Nice. Boom. Big hit. Put our Dougie out. The rats don't scare me. Oh no, the rats scare me. Nope, we're fine. Nice big hit into the next bar. Oh no, that was a bad. Gonna put him up the gut. Oh yes, to protect the Warboy in case of that happening. But the Warboy is on something back there. He said thanks. I don't know why he said thanks. You think like he was gonna win now? Oh, I missed the freeze on him. Damn it, so close. But the freeze and the rats knocked him out. Lovely game there. 99 Invertido. Brew, hey, hey. 7192. This is probably the one where the guy fucking trounces me. Level 2 only. It only does a couple. What a weird play to play the Awesemo survives. We got a nice little push going here. Oh no, this is like the couple cards that can actually break the slave too. Beautifully done. Will they get him? Will they get him? No, they will not stop them. The Coops. Level 2 is all over the place though. We're gonna try to thin the herd. I was thinking about the poison, but I didn't feel like it was worth it because this group was gonna deal with them. Poison there might have been poison there would have been good, but now we're committed to the Satan, I think. Should have waited a bit longer. Well, I mean, I did get him to basically waste that for waiting so long, so worked out all right. Bastard indeed. Hey, Real Asian, what's up, man? Alright, I'll check it out later, awesome. Freeze him that bitch. Dougie, then freeze. I never asked you to help. Okay, so it must be just happens that this game is the one that I get my ass beat. And it's a 55-17 guy, but I could not break the slave. I just don't want you to stop. Must be the guy's main deck or something. It must have been max 3 for sure, but I don't know. I just didn't get the Satan, or I don't know. I don't remember what happened, but I just could not win. What's up, Reaper? Yeah, Cox winning for sure. I put him out to maybe get his charge on it. So we have the Satan, so I didn't know where he got. I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe it's the second slave I don't break. That's probably what happened. And also, oh, I think I know what happened. Oh wait, no. Yeah, this might be where these cocks don't die to the Satan. And I'm like 90% sure they should, and they don't. Based on where I put Satan. Like what? Like when you play Satan, it's where people are, because you like this one at least should have been fucking dead. That one at least should have been dead. Look, it even got a little explosion. That one did too. And you guys know that this reaches outside of its range a little bit on moving targets. And the cocks don't fucking die? And then that happens. So you know that laggy shit is happening when all of them jump back up for a second. So look at those cocks. They're not dying. That one had his health back right there. Very, very unfortunate. Nothing we can do here. So maybe sneak a Dougie. But our Dougie's under-leveled. So there's nothing we could do. We did get his... What's his butt? Our rats are gonna have to try to save us. I'm still mad about that bullshit earlier. What's up, Friar? That was some bullshit. Gotta go balls deep. Gotta have rats and freeze ray. That's the only chance. Topside. Rats and freeze ray topside. Oh my god. Can you believe? I should have used, you know what, honestly? I should have used freeze ray right there. I didn't realize that the that the robot was hitting New Kid there. If I would have, I probably could have gotten the bar there, but he played that Dougie there, and I wouldn't have had the freeze to stop him, so the Dougie definitely would have gotten me. So, I mean, it wouldn't have won me the game, but it would have gotten me that bar at least. It was a good Satan. Stop him! Kill that coon. Or that coop. So that one I mean, I probably could have won, but that glitch Satan really fucked me over. And then the cocks and stuff were dancing around and just didn't work out very well. One of these guys I body on this account. It's hilarious. Reaper's playing Cyberpunk. How's that going for you, man? I'll pick it up when it's on sale someday. And it's got 18 patches under its belt. Might as well just use it, get out of the way, it keeps on your side. Maybe get one hit off on him. No hits on him. So we gotta try to protect. So we're just gonna play him first. Alright, nice cycle into our slave. He grabs that, but that's not really gonna matter at all. We're gonna wait. Now we're gonna use the rogue on his slave because it's... Oh, I fucked that up. But luckily I had already broken his heel, so... But rogue's one of the few things that guarantees the broken slave. So this is just a solid push. Let's see if we can push through it. Yeah, definitely got to protect that back line as good as you can. Don't use the ability till there's something substantial. Like the Lian, if the slave can get on New Kid, it's going to be game over. Yes, he can get on him. Put the drone. Oh, yeah, that works. Just keep the stuff off of the back line, and then maybe they just turn into cocks when Lian dies. Oh, the cock. The cock. Nicely done. Slave gets one final hit off before he dies. We're not going to lay that just because we already have so much energy out there, and it would almost be a guaranteed bar. We can wait for this bar to come through and then put him out. Mind control anything he puts out. He didn't put anything out. Well done. Next victim. How's everybody doing? If you want a chance to win Awesome-O, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. The trifecta will get you an entry into winning Awesome-O 4000. Awesome-O 4000. This was a good matchup. I wish Moody would have gotten a matchup like this. Oh shit, I had already let it go when he cock magicked it. But we didn't even need to use freeze ray. We could have freeze rayed right there, but I was pretty sure he was going to get one hit off anyway. I didn't want to overexert myself because, yeah, he could come back at me with this. Look at this. Unorthodox. Will it work? Looks like it worked out. Oh my god, the baby just got like fucking 15 shots in one. And then Warboy naked. Oh, and the rogue. Oh, oops, spam indeed. Rip. Rip. I think this was the guy I was thinking that I dismantled. Alright, we got Winston the Wolf, Team Kick-Ass. This guy, 69-49, not great. Not great. I think Mecha was a better choice than the Satan. The Satan was good, but like overall, the Mecha was just like almost unkillable to an extent. If you played him right and had the right cards to support him. I mean, this Mecha might be alive the whole game here. Every card I own might be alive the whole game. Grab him. I don't know why he didn't use his on my slave. Oh, but we grab his slave, do some more damage on him. Do that real quick while he doesn't have that. Belf won't do it. That might break the slave heal, though. Oh, it didn't. My slave is alive and well. I'm going to drop the drone to defend. No, we're just going to chill here. Now we drop the drone. Nicely done. Drop this to get the slave heal. Perfect timing for the shield to be gone. Rogue's gonna be our tank for a little bit. The freeze comes out. We put Enforcer just for the extra health to protect the backline because they're gonna be able to stack. And we gotta put Bradley out, not Bradley, Paladin out for the possible shield because his baby could get stacked here if we don't push through here. We gotta put the Princess Kenny out to stop the rogue from doing any damage to anybody. Oh, the shield protects him. This baby looking like she's gonna be trouble for me, but I'm committed to this one. Who's on the baby? What's gonna happen? Oh no, Ninju, not Ninju, god damn it. Mecha dies. Now we're in trouble here. Oh, but he plays the Dougie so that I can benefit from the rogue. Beautifully done. And that, my friends, might be Winston the Wolf's undoing. We'll see if we can pull out the 2 bars. Thought about it. Thought about it. Don't even need to. Rogue might even take it. He's already on the new kid. That's not going to stop him. Way to go. Now the drone also reset a little bit. Dougie's coming out. Bottom side. Well done. 3 energy out. It's going to speed him up a little bit. That guy's already attacking the drone because of the speed boost. The freeze isn't even going to stop him. He doesn't have anything to support the freeze. That's one thing about freeze. You can't. It doesn't stop it by itself. So well done there. Next, we'll do the only Moody game worth watching. Otherwise, Moody got out-leveled hard, and the games were just painful. Painful. Nameblows is struggling with people, so if you need a new team, we only got 30. We just switch things around. If you want a nice casual team where you won't get yelled at for missing caps because you love your children more than this game, check out Namblos, Namblos. Join up, and you will be welcomed with open arms, and maybe we'll touch your penis. Moist Curdle. That sounds awesome. Moist. All right, but is there anything in this deck that can break the slave? Actually, this might be the one. No, this is the one loss that I get where I show that I just cannot break the slave. Yeah, that's what it is. I even tried to use that. Oh no. We get the first slave, but we don't get the second one. I don't even know what broke that first slave, to be honest. What's up, Wolf? Welcome to the weekly update. Going through last week's Team Wars. Our Belf got fucking stacked, though. Like, look at this bitch. So we played the Belf well. And, like, our level 6 Belf. So we did well by getting the Belf leveled up really high. And look how stacked she's getting. But I just don't have... Well, that actually might work out. That might work out. It might work out. Oh. Belf missing 2 stacks because of that. Missing 2 stacks because of the Paladin. Oh no, and that one targets wrong. No, that works out. Can we save the Belf? Can she get a stack from Bradley? Yes, she can. But can she get attacks on the Mecha and not die to the Space Warrior? Turn around. Oh, we got it. Mecha. Oh, shit. The baby stacked beyond belief, but then the slave comes out and I don't have any way to deal with it. We don't have Rogue. We should have had Rogue. I didn't put this deck together very well. God, I had such a fat stack fucking baby. Well, honestly, the Butters got leveled to 6, and at level 6 he would have broken the level 4. I just have to get lucky here. I just have to get lucky here. Oh, and I didn't get it. I should have mind controlled the slave so that the rogue token hit the slave. That would have been sick. I cannot break that slave heal. I'm doing everything I can. I'm putting all the cards at once, hoping to catch the damage at the same time. I could have probably defended that Leanne, but I mean, this slave was seriously going to be alive forever. So his Belf was just going to sit there. Oh, we finally killed him! We finally got it! I should have played the rats on the Leanne sooner. Might have been, I mean, but fuck, I don't know what we were going to do after that. He had like 10 energy behind him. Oh, I just closed it out on accident. Alright, so we have the main account left. Alright. Well, the final game this time around is actually going to be pretty exciting, so make sure you stick around. Pulling it up. Oh, where'd it go? Oh. There we go. There we go. Genghis Khan from The Grounded. I actually just saw The Grounded post a recruitment video. Not video. Recruitment post on Facebook. Alright, so we have Mecha coming in. Mecha versus Mecha. I have 1 level on him so far, so feeling pretty good about the matchup, even though he's 8,000. You never know, these guys could have sneaky good decks if it's their main deck. We're going to put him just so he can't mind control. I shouldn't have used mine. I was dumb. I should have just waited for it to go off, but kind of just wanted to use it to keep my Mecha from moving forward too much. Not going to use the Rogue. Don't feel like I need to use anything here because the rats are only level 5. If the rats would have been 6 there, I would have defended. And we have the rogue token when he gets closer there. And we're gonna snag somebody here. And we're gonna maybe take his guy. No, oh, we missed the mind control, but the Timmy does get killed because the Nuclear Blast hits him, which is really good. Now the rogue token is what we need for the slave, or to stop the... I needed enough damage on the slave before I played token. Nice, and the Belf gets protected a little bit there. Nicely done. That's going to keep the Belf alive, and the Belf will stack a little bit off of these. No, she starts hitting the Warboy, which is actually probably better, honestly. Now the Dougie comes through, and Belf is probably going to deal with them, and he was behind too. He didn't get stunned, so that was actually the debuff to that AoE of the freeze. Otherwise, he might have taken that 1 bar. Oh, he's so salty. Sir Davis from Killer Wave, a good set of teams. But that is one of the lower teams, and 65. If only Moody could have gotten a matchup like this. It's too bad. Moody got shit stomped. Had the same problem in Nambos. Breaking Slave was tough. Yeah. Yep. Oh shit, look at that. Princess getting 2 shots off. 5 HP left. Can you believe it? That means when Dougie hits, he's gonna pretty much hit 2 bars. All right, the Dougie's coming through. We're gonna freeze him and then use the Warboy on the backside. Interesting choice. Freeze Ray is a long. We've been practicing with Freeze Ray, so we're good with it now. Rogue token coming out. I don't think we need it. Yeah, I think we just needed to take care of that Timmy real quick, because that top side is going to be just fine. Rogue can deal with a couple cocks. Nice push with Warboy getting that last hit off, but no shield really mattered. Unfortunately, the drone can't get shielded, but he does deal with the drone. Now we're just gonna relax, see if the drone can kill the baby. He can. Let's see if we get the hits before the shield. Yes, we get the hits before the shield. Oh, but the Paladin gets like a double shot off on us after the Nuclear Blast. No Dougie after the Paladin, so we feel good there. Our chicken coop is dead, so we can't really lead with the coop. I feel like that was a good choice. The coop still could have stopped like mind control and stuff like that. Pretty alright choice. Alright, now we're leading. Dropping the slave. We'll get a little bit of hit on New Kid. Nicely done. Bebe attacking all the rats because she retargeted after the slave got mind controlled. She gets another stack on him. Perfect. Can we... Oh, the slave comes out there. Can we stop the... Oh, the slave gets busted. Probably... Oh, and the slave gets boosted by myself as well. Alright, guys. Here's the moneymaker. Here's the main event from Woodland Orgy, which is probably pretty excited about the weekly update, which is going to reveal his friends, the Woodland Critters. Stick around for more information about them. How's everybody doing tonight? We have a pretty good start here. We know that the drone's going to come. I probably should have used Rogue Token, but I just decided to just smash it. It was a nice freeze. But I figured we'll get him on the counter. He gets the mecha out. He's got that cheap value, but we steal that one, so it evened it up. Dougie always coming with a price. He's gonna... Oh, he takes the Warboy, not the Enforcer, because the Enforcer had just barely died. Gonna freeze him just to make sure we get the value there. And the Belf... Probably a bad freeze. I think we had that without the freeze, but... See if the Belf survived. No, I thought the Belf might survive that one hit and get the stock. This is such a bad... I mean, I'm so stupid. I should have played my mecha. I'm so fucking dumb. I didn't think he would get me. But we're not too upset. The mind control not gonna matter too much. Almost gets the last hit though, but we persevere here. Is this slave gonna be a problem? It might be. Bitch, it might be. We want to save the rogue for the Dougie, so we got to be careful here. But we also don't want this slave to fuck me up. He's trying to bait the rogue. He's got it. Oh no, now the Dougie could come in from behind and fuck me in the butt, but he did just spend 3 energy on the War Boy. Where's the Dougie? I think he's 1 card from the cycle for it. There it is. Dougie is in hand. The freeze ray is ready for the Dougie. Where will it be after the mind control? No, we need to watch that Space Warrior as well. We're just waiting for that Dougie. There's the Dougie. We're gonna wait for it. We probably don't even need the freeze. We get the Paladin on the cycle. Beautifully done. Our slave is not gonna get stopped anytime soon. We drop our Dougie down. Everything is in the way. He's not gonna be able to mind control it. And the Dougie goes right through. And Iripa goes down. Well played indeed. Had me a little bit sweaty down there. I really thought that Enforcer was gonna die to the new kid. I really fucking thought he was. And I didn't want to invest my mecha into it because then I would be at nothing and he could have played the Dougie. But, you know, we didn't drop the game and that is all that matters. Welcome in, everybody. We're going to continue along with week 51. Well, that was week 50. Now we're going to move into week 51. So we're going to go into the deck choices for next week, which is going to be pretty standard week, pretty interesting week. There's not going to be a whole lot of choice differentials, but 1 or 2 slots pose some problems. So let's get started here with the first one. Friar versus Super Craig. Friar was recently buffed, so he's definitely more useful than he was. There is a bit of chip from the Outlaw, from the Imp potentially, if you can't count that chip, from the Pirate Ship Timmy, from the what's his fucking name? From the Flash, Mr. Flash, what's his name? Fast Pass. From Fast Pass. He can get some pretty good chip on that new kid too. So Friar might be good to help heal up that a little bit. While, you know, when he goes out, he'll heal up 100 or something like that more. Pretty good. But Super Craig, very good card. The range is punishing against the new kid. It can deal with the hamsters. It does all right against some assassins. You know, if you're on Zen, you might still hit the assassins. And he's just overall a pretty strong card. So Super Craig might be the choice there, but I could see a lot of teams picking Friar because of he's going to be higher level than the Super Craig most likely for a lot of teams. But this one, overall, I don't think it will really matter which one you pick. I think both of them will be just fine in their slot. The Timmies are similar. I don't think either one of them will necessarily perform better. Pirate Ship has that chip capability, but Mecha Timmy has that ability to reach into the back and deal with the enemy Timmy potentially, or deal with the enemy alternate kite or whatever it might be. Captain Wendy, something like that. So he's got a little bit more potential, I think, to be more devastating because of the deck that you're going to be going up against. You know, you're going to want to get to the Angel Wendy or the Wonder Tweak or the Captain Wendy or something like that and keep them out of the fight for a little bit, do a little damage to them, or even just like lift up somebody to keep them out of the fight, like a Randy or something like that. So that's just more impactful, I think, than to use Pirate Ship Timmy on a Zen Cartman, because that's most likely what his ability is going to hit, right? Mary Jane Randy versus Sexy Nun, it will probably be a question of what level you have him at, but at the same time, Sexy Nun Randy at level 5 is similar in stats and effectiveness as level 3 Mary Jane. So if your team has him leveled, I would say Mary Jane, but not a lot of teams are going to have him even to level 3. So I think Sexy Nun might be the choice. Probably level him up quite a bit. He's going to be a big part of the pushes that you put together is going to be with Sexy Nun Randy and his little homies. Storyteller just got buffed as well. If you go Friar Jimmy, you definitely don't want to go Storyteller Jimmy, that's for sure. But Fast Pass, well, okay, I guess never mind. Either way, Super Craig will probably be the choice because there's always going to be another Jimmy. So you don't want to do double Jimmy. Just doesn't really. Jimmy's one of those cards where double him just doesn't make much sense. Double Stan is one of those I don't really think makes much sense because you use the card in such a similar situation that you're always gonna pick one over the other one, and so one might never get used, you know. So yeah, I would say because there's these two, I would say we're definitely keeping it with Super Craig. Timmy, oh, I skipped one there. But yeah, this one, I think Dr. Timmy's a little bit better. Sexy and Randy, a little bit better. This is what I meant to go to. Kite versus Imp. I like the idea of the kite. The furry, but the stun is just, or not the stun. The shield is just so. It's so lackluster now. Like, you pretty much get one off, and then he'll get killed by Pirate Ship Timmy or something. Maybe Wonder Tweak's ability will kill him. I don't know. But most likely he won't last too long. But I could be wrong. You know, maybe it's kind of hard to kill him with this current deck. He might get fucking outlawed, though. Like, that's just the fact that you might get a potato team that outlaws your kite and, like, ruins your push, and you lose because of it, makes me want to run Imp. Because Imp has just, like, a great playability, because people are going to want to lead with Timmy and not expect the Imp. I really like the idea of the Imp, but I think Kite might be a safer play just for that. Just for being a flying range card. There's only a handful of cards that can hit him this week even, and there's no removal, so might be all right. You probably want to go Fast Pass for the chip against New Kid. Storyteller Jimmy is quite a bit better, but the only real use case for Storyteller Jimmy obviously is swarms, and there's no swarm at all. It doesn't even affect the hamsters. But it's really it's great against Sizzler Stewart. That's like one of the few cards it's good against. Sizzler Stewart, Storyteller beats the shit out of Sizzler Stewart. Shaman, I would say run Shaman and keep him in your hand until the enemy plays Poseidon. The moment they play Poseidon, play Shaman. You should get your charge roughly around the time he gets his, and you can use your charge to completely remove his slow. So if people go Poseidon, then your Shaman will make him worthless. In Tough War, it doesn't really have a great use case this week. He doesn't get hit by Shelly, I guess, so he could counter Shelly. I guess that's all right. He doesn't get hit by Timmy either, I guess. But otherwise, he also doesn't get shielded by Kite. So if you go Kite, you definitely don't want to go have a 4-cost unit that's not even going to get shielded. Shelly's the choice here. Alternate Kite's just not going to be leveled high enough yet. Shelly is a great card. She does good damage. The hamsters kind of fuck her up a little bit, but she'll be able to counter the Ike and not the Super Craig. I think the Super Craig's range actually outranges her ability. I could be wrong there. I know Randy does. Captain Wendy versus hamsters here. I think hamsters, even low level, are probably the better choice than Captain Wendy, because they're so beneficial. Like, if Captain Wendy's on somebody else, you can play the hamsters on the Captain Wendy and probably still kill her, because the triple shot's not going to kill the hamsters. I do love Captain Wendy though, and the value that you can get from Captain Wendy makes me I would want to run Captain Wendy, but like overall the team might be better with hamsters. But Captain Wendy going to be great in this slot, and one of the few cards that can help deal with Kite and chunk him down quickly so that he can't get his shield off. So yeah, Captain Wendy might actually be my choice there. Poseidon, honestly, part of me would say let's run Angel, because like, especially if we have a Kite push, you know, we could heal after the Kite. Because the Shaman token is probably what a lot of people will run, and probably because of the Kite thing that I said earlier. And he just, like, Shaman just makes Poseidon worthless. Like, he's not a good body. Shaman's at least an okay body now. So yeah, I think, and the extra range card will be nice as well. So I think the Angel Wendy's the choice here. Zen's the choice here, no questions asked. Ike's the choice here, no questions asked. Wonder Tweak's probably better here for just the consistency. Team Wars is big about consistency. There's a reason you don't run Robin Tweak. There's a reason you don't run Cock Magic very often. The randomness of those cards just make them not as effective, because you need what happens. You need what is going to happen to happen. Or what you think is going to happen. That's why people don't run Hook Hand Clyde very often either. Because if there's a randomness to it, and you know, if Hook Hand hits this card, you win. If it misses, you lose, kind of thing. That's not something that you want in your Team Wars. You want consistency. You want the best deck in the most situations, because you only get one, or you only get three. Well, technically you only get one because like that one match matters, but on ladder and stuff, if you lose, whatever. Keep playing. Close out, go to the next one. Challenge mode. Oh, we lost. Load it up again. Oh, we got 3 wins though. You got 3 losses. And the losses don't affect your reward, so it doesn't technically matter if you lose unless you're really going for the top 10, which why would you do that? Alright, but that does it for the deck for last week. Or for this week. For week 51. The current week. Next week, technically. I don't know how they do that. Because technically it's week 51 now. And then next week is week 52, even though it's the second to last weekend in December, but it's because the weekend happens. The weekend is the first week of January. So the number of week is based on the day that Team Wars happens, not today, like not this week. Even though this week is mostly happening in December, we're going by the, what's up, Reaper? We're going by the when it actually is, when the Team Wars itself is. So tomorrow or next week will be the last week of December, and then after that it'll be after New Year's. Actually, let me look at the date. It's 31 Friday. Okay, yeah, that should be fine. So it'll be, yeah, that should be fine. All right, so let's look at the forum for this week. Let me pull that up real quick. All right, the dev update, if you will. So weekly time tater, slip of the old tongue. Storyteller Jimmy mission event. Storyteller Jimmy is definitely better than he was. He seems pretty good against Jimmy, but for the most part, not great. But the 3-cost fighter is still a good slot. I just hate how he has that little war cry when you put him down. Our first event this week will run today and tomorrow, and it's a mission event. Then we have the chaos. So adventure and mystical fighters will have increased stats, and storyteller Jimmy will cost 1 energy point. And all Ike cards have their damage boosted for Canada for some reason. I don't know why. Why is Canada? Is something going on in Canada? We'll also do a 24-hour token collection event on Thursday, which I don't mind those. And then we have a card usage event on the weekend, which is going to be pretty typical. The only thing, we'll have a Sizzler Stewart boosted maybe. We'll probably see Mystic Sci-Fi run Sizzler, Hallelujah, Hermes, Dark, Master Ninja, and Pope. That seems about right. Point totals seem normal. All right, so new card, the Woodland Critters. They are a 3-cost common range card in the neutral theme. They are 1 card. It's not a swarm. The animation looks like the bird and the porcupine are just on the Woodland Critters, are on the bear's back. And then they do a little sign of Satan and they shoot a ball of fire at you or whatever. So really cool animation, at least for the attack animation. I would have loved them to have implemented something really unique and done like a health-based system where, let's say, you start out with the bear, the porcupine, and the bird, right? You start out with that. Then, and that's a range card because the bird is attacking. The bird is shooting seed or whatever the fucking bird is doing. The bird's shooting laser beams out of his eyes. And then when you take a third of your damage, you have like an enrage that happens where the bird flies off and you become an AoE taunt because you're the porcupine right now. The porcupine goes into defensive position and curls up and goes into defense mode, and it's like X amount of health, and when you attack it, you take damage, right? If you're a range card, you don't take damage. If you're, obviously. And then when that loses its health, maybe when that goes to 1/3 of the health or whatever it might be, maybe that turns into a new health bar or something, whatever might happen, then the porcupine runs off and the bear is there by himself, and the bear goes into rage mode, and then the bear becomes like kind of like Classy gets a bigger attack. He would get a attack boost plus speed boost, so he'd attack quickly and move quickly, so he'd be like a rage monster, you know, forward. And maybe he wouldn't stop attacking or something like that, and he goes and blows up New Kid or something. I don't know, there's cool shit they could have done, but what they chose does kind of follow along with the card and the lore of the card a little bit more, so I don't hate it. But what the card does is it gains, you click it's a charge ability, you click the ability and it will kill the closest ally. It didn't seem like there was a total range, so you could go across the map if that's the only person left and you could take them. And you get their health and their attack up to a certain cap. Now when you get up to the top parts of the cap, it's still a lot. I don't have the numbers right in front of me right now, but I could maybe pull them up. It's still a lot of total, right? Like you're not gonna be like, oh, I wish I would have gotten more health. Hold on here. Oh, those Terrence and Phillip have farts coming out of their butts? That's hilarious. Somebody shared the card stats in a Discord somewhere, but where? Oh, here you go. So at level, we'll say at level 6, the max HP you can gain is 1,000, and the max attack you can gain is 137. So if you kill Mysterion, you're not going to get 300 attack, you're only going to get 100, but 137, but that's on a range unit. So you go from 100 attack to 137 attack on a range unit. Like that gets pretty fucking crazy. At friendly level, it's 400 attack and 411 health and 52 attack, sorry. So still quite a bit. At friendly level, 52 attack is pretty good. So that it's very interesting. Now, obviously, you have to sacrifice one of your cards for this to work. But when you think about what type of cards you have available, you play the Mysterion, you instantly remove him right next to your new kid. He's just going to spawn in like 5 seconds anyway, right? So it doesn't bother you none. But you have a woodland critter who now has an extra, 300 health and 130 attack. Yeah, a bunch of content creators have videos out, so go check them out. But I could have jacked somebody's footage and done my own, but nah, let them get those YouTube views. I don't need them. But it's really interesting. Obviously the biggest thing to use them with would be with the goth kids. Now, one part about the goth kids is that you're probably just gonna end up killing Pete over and over again, possibly Furkle, because just by the way that the cards spawn, unless you put the woodland critters. So the way that the goth kids spawn is Michael spawns on the top of Henrietta, Pete spawns behind her, and then Furkle spawns on the bottom side. So if you put woodland critters on the bottom side, you're more likely to get Furkle. If you put them on the top side, you're more likely to get the Michael. Now, both of them walk forward, though, so it's kind of scary, because if you do it wrong, you're going to kill your Henrietta. And although that'll fat stack the woodland critter's health, you just killed your Henrietta, right? So, and it's important to note that it's current health, so you can't just kill your tank that's almost dead and get full health from it. Like, you'll only get as much as what's left from them. But that might be beneficial, if you have a Leanne that's only has 200 health left, they're going to die in the next hit. You use the ability, you get that 200 health back and her attack, which is gonna be like 100 something, and she still triggers off her ability and removes those guys. So Leanne's gonna be a good counter with them, or a good combo with them. The goth kids will be interesting, and then. But those are like high value combos, right? What I would say will be good is the Coop. If you play the Coop, you can just keep stealing cocks, and it doesn't really impact the game much. And it could get to a point where, your woodland critter needs to be removed just from the cocks that you've killed, and then your other guys that need to get removed are gonna fuck shit up. So it's pretty good. What's up, Chrono? What is that? All right, but make sure you check out Discord. Not only my Discord, but the South Park Discord. And upcoming changes. So, a little bit of information is that they're going to start tomorrow. We'll be running some tests to help fight against deranking. I'm not able to provide technical details about what these changes are, as we need to keep these behind closed doors. But I can tell you that these you know what? Maybe they banned Lucky so that he couldn't look into the code and see what they did here. But I can tell you that these tests will run for 2 weeks in order for us to gather sufficient data to move to the next phase. There will be changes made to how the skill rating will be calculated. So don't worry if things are different than usual, as that will be totally normal according to the test run. Okay, so my guess what they mean by that is like how much points you'll get when you win or lose. And they might be adjusting just like how much you get, like maybe you'll get more if you beat somebody that's higher than you, etc., etc. But that actually benefits D-rankers, because then they can just lose to lower people and D-rank faster, and then beat higher people and go back up faster. So not really good for that. So it might not just be that, but it might be something like multiple losses make you lose less points or something like that. So if you if you lose a bunch in a row, you're not going to lose less points. But the thing that does is, if the MMR becomes a not perfect one-to-one system where like if you gain 30, I lose 30, then you just create ELO over and over, which is what they did with the floor. So they might just create more and more and more ELO, and then we'll have people up at 10,000 like we did before. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. New cards like that are pointless because of hard removals, no excitement whatsoever. I mean, I get what he's saying, because like, so if you use the woodland critters and then you take 2 energy, you use 1 assassin and you take the assassin, like let's say you use Sally or something, and you kill Sally and you get her attack and health, where that you get like her max health is pretty good. So like 300 attack or 300 health and 100 more attack. That's now a 5 cost unit technically, right? So if I used Unholy Combustion on it, I'm technically even. But most of the time, people are going to use this on somebody who's already gotten value. I mean, think about Slave. Like, once Slave loses his heal, he's worthless. He's done for. Like, he's going to die. So you could have woodland critters behind the slave, and then the moment they break your heal, you use his ability, you kill your slave, you get a fuck ton of health, and then you have the cocks in front of you to protect the guy that just got a bunch of, and you get like what, 80 attack or something like that. So there's a lot of potential uses for him, and not to mention that he is, even if you sacrifice a bunch of units with him, at the core it is still a 3 cost card that you removed with Unholy Combustion or whatever. And everything, even a lightning bolt, which you might not even be able to use after 1 or 2 sacrifices, they're going to be one or 2 energy loss. So if you have to remove, it doesn't matter if I kill Sally and Smuggler Ike, and you remove me, and it's technically 5 for 7, that doesn't really matter, because, like, sure, but you still removed my 3 cost card. So then when I put Sam out, or I put like a Ninjut Inking out or something like that, like, what are you gonna do now? How are you gonna remove that guy? Because you just removed a 3 cost card. So you just want to make sure that you build your deck kind of around what could benefit him, but also what's going to get benefited from him potentially getting removed. Kind of like when you run Buck in your Bebe, you need to make sure you have a lightning bolt target, because once she gets a couple stacks, she's gonna get murdered. Free Toller, or Free Penguin. Okay, so if you didn't know, Lucky Penguin got banned, full IP ban. He's the guy that does SPPD Replay, which is where I get those stats from. That's really all to say about that. There's really no information on why necessarily he was banned, I don't think. There's some speculation that it was because he streamed Friendly Fight with PvE characters, so like the invisibility portals and shit like that. Invincibility. By now you must have noticed someone at Red Links decided to ban one of the community's most beloved members, Lucky Penguin. This has the unintended consequence. I'm interested actually whose decision that would be to ban people. if it's red links or not. This is the unintended consequence of bringing SPPD Replay offline. Replay is still online currently. It's populated by the user data, so he doesn't have to have it online, and it doesn't run based on his account or anything. It's running off other stuff. He might take it down because if he can't play the game, like why would he bother? But like I assume he's making some amount of money off of it, so maybe people will show him an outpouring of support so that he keeps doing it regardless. As why would Penguin continue developing for game he himself? Yeah, it's the guy who said the same thing. Do I really need to explain what an invaluable resource SPD Replay is to the community? Okay, that doesn't matter. That's not an argument. Like, he could make the greatest thing of all time. One, some people would consider the deck tracker that he makes to be cheating, and two, now most of the stuff that the site shows you can access in the game. Obviously the stats and stuff about team wars and stuff you can't do, but as far as like managing the team and caps and all that kind of stuff, that's in game now. You don't have, like, the biggest part about the tracker was seeing who fucked up caps. That was the biggest part that did, and now you don't need that because of the caps or the level caps. So, but that's not an argument. Like, if he did something wrong according to their terms of service, the fact that he made the best thing ever is not an argument on his side. Like, I can't kill somebody and be like, but he was a murderer. Unless he was trying to murder me, I can't just kill that guy, you know? Unless I have a really nice jury of my peers, you know what I'm saying? It helps tremendously in managing teams. It does. How it actually makes managing teams bearable. Well, I mean, we did it for years without it, so come on, bro. How many top teams are hurt by bringing SPPD Replay offline? True top teams didn't need SPPD Replay, so no. And why? Because he fulfilled a request from the community without jeopardizing the normal gameplay. I mean, who knows what he did in the back end? Like, maybe something that he's doing is fucking their stuff up and we don't know it. He doesn't. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, free Penguin. I don't think you should get permabanned for it, but who knows? Balance, Dark Angel, Red, and Pope Timmy, you incompetent morons. With all these new cards flooding the pool, any plans to expand the shops? 4 new stuff every day seems too low. Would be nice to have more variety. I agree with that. There should be more of a... It shouldn't be every day. It should be every like 5 hours or something. Give you a reason to come back to the game even more to see what's in your new shop. The community needs an update on the Lucky Penguin situation, for sure. Going to do a reset of the TVT leaderboard. The changes made to TVT crowns seem pointless without that. Yeah, to an extent. I mean, if they would have had everything that they have for Team Wars right now, when it started, it would be pretty good. Although I think their first iteration was actually maybe their best, in my opinion. Like, granted, people deranked and made it worse because you could just fight potatoes. But if everybody played true to their rank and didn't derank solely to get better matchups, it was the best setup. Like, it was the best setup for sure. A Patriarchy, welcome back. Good to see you. Rise, what's up, man? I heard this is where the cool people were chilling. I mean, only us, baby. I'm not able to comment on individual player bans with anyone except the player in question. That's really funny. why even comment that? This is why, like, if I was in Toiler's shoes, I would just like never respond to shit like that, because like that's a worthless response. Like, nobody will be satisfied by that response. So just don't say anything. Just don't say anything. Saying that, oh, I can't, like, just don't say it. Like, if you can't comment on it, don't comment on it. You just commented on it. P.S. The new crown system is silly. Why do I keep getting excited when... I mean, the new crown system is a little bit better, but it's not super impactful. It might fuck up like teams like TMI, but all they have to do is they just have to play 41 people. So the difference in the Team Wars now is that if you're playing 49 or 50 people, nothing changes. If you're playing 48 people, 41 to 48 people, you get 15 less points if you get first place, and then it's like 30 or 40 to like 31 or so. I don't know what the next ranks are. Who cares past that? But the less people you have, the less crowns you get. So for instance, free to play, we ran 48 this week. Instead of getting 152 points, we got 139 or something like that, because we missed 15 points or whatever it was. So it's not enough to what's up, Jimmy James? It's not enough to affect the top and what free to play and chefs are doing, but it is enough to affect teams like TMI and a lot of these teams in gold that are running lower cost people. And it will also affect like the ability of people who are, you know, in gold with 30 people or silver with 30 people, being able to slowly climb because they're getting first in their bracket, because it will just take them longer to now, you know. Not a huge impactful change, but does make things a little better. And who knows, maybe they're getting it to a point where then they can be like, okay, we think this is perfect, we think things are good, we'll reset it and we'll see, let the chips fall where they may. They'd have a lot of people quit the game if that happened. Like, I want everybody to understand that if they reset the leaderboard, they'd have a lot of people quitting, and not just people on free to play, not just people on the top accounts, people who were playing because they were on a top 50 gold team who now realize that they're actually a fucking bronze team are gonna stop playing. You know what I mean? Instead of banning, you hire Lucky. Yeah. Right? It's that special. Like, open source the code and let them work on tickets for fun. My bucket. Hey Saturn. It's that special time. It's Xmas. Hail Satan. Patriarch answers for you. Looking forward to this card. Hope it plays well. And yeah, please get that thing with penguin sorted. Unholy crap, that critter card. Looks like a different variant of Dark Angel. Yeah, for sure. I love those emotes. Although it looks more like Hang 10 than it looks like Bunny Ears. Because just like it feels like there's an extra knuckle in there. You know? But you can comment to whomever is responsible for bans that there's a strong body of community opinion. What? But you can comment to whomever is responsible for bans that there's a strong body of community opinion the ban should be reversed. I mean, that's not a fucking argument. A bunch of people wanting him to get unbanned isn't an argument to unban him. People are so entitled, man. It's like, hey, I want this to happen, and that's enough reason for it to happen. If he broke the fucking rules, he broke the fucking rules. Appreciate you won't comment on it publicly, but I'd like to echo others' frustrations at Lucky Penguin ban. Please take this back internally and review it. SC Replay is a key resource for loads of high-ranked teams. High-ranked because they're ranked 20 in Team Wars. This is stuff you should be looking at, either emulating yourselves or hiring someone like LP. They did, you fucking dipshit. Didn't they just put the cap stuff in that Lucky had implemented, where you can see what person spent caps on what? And they let you do a lock, which isn't something that he could have possibly done. So you're an idiot. You have an intentional view of things, and you have no sway in that. This is how you think. Red Links is bad. Red Links is shit. They're not doing anything that I want them to, when in reality they literally just fucking did what you said. They literally just did that. Stuff you should be looking at. Emulating yourselves. They did. For the love of God, when will you nerf Dar? Well, actually, if you watch some of those videos with the goth kids and the new card, if you watch some of those, there's actually there's footage where Dar is in the guy's hand and it's 4 cost. So in their testing environment that they put out that footage, Dar is 4 cost in their testing environment. So Dar is most likely going to be 4 cost in the future. I don't think fixes her, but definitely makes it much more manageable. And if people fuck up Dar, like we've seen happen countless times on this stream, where we kill them too fast or they're out of range or whatever might happen, if that's 4 energy that they waste over 3 energy, then that's definitely gonna be like game over. We've seen people do that and still end up winning because they have Satan or something, you know? Glance TED Talk is the best part of the show. Shut up. TED Talk. Pfft. That implies you're learning something. Am I right in thinking that the crown changes are not calculated at X crowns replacement plus 1% of score? Nope. Nope. It's much simpler than that. It's just like 48 to 41 is minus 15 and shit. There's a map of it somewhere out there. If you guys care enough to find it, you'll find it. But this doesn't really affect very many people. Calm down, man. Ubi's not part of the developer team itself. She's just a messenger. That's true. I have a Discord ban. Can you help me with that? Free Penguin. Of course I can. I'll send you a PM for more details. I can indeed do that, and I'm passing on all the feedback about this that I'm getting. Free Penguin. That is appreciated, and of course I understand you can't publicly comment on bans. I do hope, however, you'll open up communication with the Penguin himself. I'm sure they have. The community will appreciate your effort. I mean, he seems to know why he got banned, so I assume it's because he's talked to them. but only if he used friendly fight PvE cards, which is harmless. If he used another hack to gain even X1 material or win in PvP, lock him forever. No, he didn't. Doesn't matter how much he did for the community. He echoes my sentiment there. Like, if he did something wrong, it doesn't matter what he's done for us. Like, they have to punish him. But if he hacked a game for personal gains or for others, lock him and throw him away. It's debatable that the fact that he streamed it meant that was for his personal gain. So yeah, so that's debatable. Like, you could argue that in court. I strongly suspect on his IP, Red League's found countless hacks, and that's why he banned it. I don't think so. But I mean, that's possible that something he was fucking around with, because I know he was trying a bunch of different stuff. You know, like, oh, let me try this, let me do this, let me see if I can do that. And it's possible that something he did went past a line that he wasn't supposed to cross. How about nerfing Dark Angel Red and revamp the entire TVT ladder? Go again from scratch with adding another league. Yep. Move top 100 teams in Platinum and let the game sort. Yeah, I agree. And it should be like 100 teams. Like, that's it. It shouldn't be 4,000 crowns or 5,000 crowns. It should be 100 teams. That's it. If you're 101, you're fucking silver. Or you're gold, I guess. Can I as a unban too, please? Agreed with free LP. Also, tisk on the TVT fix. Shame on us thinking something meaningful would happen. Yeah, it's not meaningful enough, but it's a start for sure. It'll definitely, it might not affect the top 10, but it'll affect a lot of stuff down the ladder. So a lot of times people, especially people like this person who posted this, they just think about the top. They don't think about the fact that, oh, this you nerfed some card that doesn't see any play. It's because every single deck down at 2000 rank used that card or something like that, you know? Like, the win rate might be 0% at the top of the ladder, but if it's 90% in the middle of the ladder, there's still a fucking problem with that card. So they have to adjust it. What they really need to do is be able to adjust the scaling per card. They seem to not do that. They have to figure it out per card per level, is what I mean. So like you could have one card that jumps more at the lower levels and higher at the higher levels. You know, maybe Outlaw does more damage between level 3 and 4, and then less damage between 5 and 6, or backwards, maybe less in 4 and 6, whatever. You know, you could mix it with that, but it's always the same weird plateau. I guess it's more like this. You upgrade level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I just found Dara about 20 games in a row. Yeah, I mean, he's so good. What did Penguin do? I don't know for sure. He's the guy that does the SPPD replay site, so he's always messing with something. So who knows what he didn't do? I don't know. Apparently, from his mouth, it was because he streamed PvE cards in a PvP deck in friendly fights. So he was using like the invincibility tome or the little like cyborg shooter guys, or the weird guys with the guys with the maces, the archer towers, the healing what is it, like a bird feeder? Like the healing fountain. Actually, healing fountain would be a cool card to have. A totem that heals around it. I think that would be kind of cool. What X-Red is right on the money. True. Also need to down star. That's coming, I think. I also have a ban on Discord. I don't care. Very excited about the critters next week. Been wanting them for ages. Yeah, it's a cool card for sure. Everyone can make mistakes. It's how you handle the situation that shows your true nature. What? How it handles the situation? So he handles the situation by closing the website. Hey, please, can I have the info? Like causing the riot that he's causing. If the website would be fine, nobody would be upset, right? Please, can I have the information for what woodland critter, what theme? They're neutral. When can we expect a preview video and we can get some copies in the next battle pass? If you would search YouTube, you'd probably find them. Neutral. The guy just responded. I just want to elaborate more on not being that excited about the new card. It's a 3-cost card. The first card it sacrifices is a 2-cost card, not counting mobs quite just yet. So all you have to do is wait for the first sacrifice, then remove it. This is like what I said earlier. What are you going to do about the Manbear Pig that comes next? Even trade off for your opponent, bad for you. If you manage to get more sacrifices thereafter, again, not counting mobs, you lose an energy period, you lose even more energy. That's if it gets removed. It's pointless to have a card like that in your deck. No, what a fucking idiot. It's pointless to have a card like that? You don't even tell us how long the charge is. Well, that you get it Do you really need, like, people like this piss me off. Do you really need to know all of this information before the card's released? And you can't look at the card when you get it day one, when it's fucking released, when you finish the event? It takes, I'll go back. It's not pointless. It could be a very, very, very beneficial card. You don't even tell us how long the charge is, but let's say it's time it takes for a cock from chicken coop to spawn. I don't think it's gonna be that fast. That's pretty fast. Probably 2 cocks it'll be. Which ideally seems to be the best way to play her. It's definitely not a meta deck material. Well, yeah, anything that makes you combo other cards in this game isn't really going to be a meta. The only thing that works with, honestly, is like Warboy and Ninju. Everything else just doesn't really work that much. In fact, Mintberry Crunch's boost, you want to actively avoid using it because it just puts you into Satan range or Incan range. So like, and goth kids, although they can be great and they can fuck shit up, most of the time they're just gonna get destroyed because meta decks just shit on that type of deck. Yeah, so any new 5-cost card is worthless because it can be removed. Exactly. Exactly my mindset. Like, what's the point of having a 6-cost card then, right? It's just worthless. It's just absolutely worthless. Anyway, it would require you to have that particular card in your deck, which means you have to revolve your deck around the chicken coop because the Christmas critters are removed. You have to play with coop in mind to get the... You don't have to play with coop. I mean, so think about this. If you grab one... Like, you play him, you play rats, you grab 1 rat, you still have rats going out, and you just got a 70 attack and health boost. That's not worthless on a range card. And then the next card you put Slave out in front of him, and Slave's about to die, you use the ability, you get a fuck ton of health on him. Then you put DSR to counter whatever he just put that. When DSR is about to die, you steal her back, because DSR will be alive for a while. You steal her back, you might not get a lot of health, but you'll get more attack. So yeah, it's definitely beneficial. And with the goth kids, you can kill them and they come right back. You could just keep killing Pete over and over and over again. You could be behind him and just keep killing him over and over and over again. Would work really well. Mac Bane, what's up? Would work really well because you're getting 100+ attack every time, probably 200 health, 300 health. How much does Pete have? 300 something? That's a lot. That's a lot. You do that twice? Crazy damage. Not to mention, like, after 1 or 2 sacrifices, this fucker is going to be mowing people down, and the range isn't short. I expected the range to be like Satan range. It's fucking, it's pretty long. The card's gonna be good. But this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Bring back weekend team event packs. Yeah, I'm assuming they're going to. Who's Penguin? Who cares? I already explained Penguin. So can I get one of them Discord unbans? LOL. And another new card. Over an hour to earn a PvP pack. You suck. 1 crafting table task done in that time, and it was defeat 9 neutrals, replaced by, oh look, win games. Because the others, I like the win game ones, are open lockers, break phones, and that's impossible. And you can't do either of those things because of D rankers. God, I hate this guy. Literally every time, every game you get is a D ranker, bro. Every game. Every game. Good with goth kids for sure. New card. Since it is a charged ability, I would think the boosts stack up for sure. Like Dar can be used on dying units and swarm units for an energy trade. That can be hugely good. From the moment that many players open with Choir Boy or Hermes, these might consider to use the critters on them to gain the Death Wish effect while also buffing the critters. Yeah, I mean the Death Wish. Hermes, Death Wish. Maybe if you have staff out, might be good. Talk about Death Wishes, critter can combo with Mysterion. Yep, that's the thing I'm thinking. You use them on Mysterion right when you play him. Mysterion spawns pretty much right away. That's what I'm thinking. Depending on his position, it might be convenient to intentionally kill him for the double benefit of critter respawn and stat boost, for sure. Definitely not a bad card. Dar. People can afford to use UC to kill 3-cost units and still maintain energy advantage because of Dar. Enough said, right? Well, it's not just because of Dar, it's because of DSR, it's because of Satan, it's because of Fireball, Incan, all these different cards. Basically sums it up. Plus in 2 games today I defeated the card and they still darted. Basically giving them a 3-cost Pope. It's stupid. What? Okay, so then you're lagging too, bro. Like, Jesus Christ. Hate that fucking guy. 1,600 posts this guy has. Ugh. D-rankers lose as many games as they win. Exactly. During this last week, you could not go below 55.39. Yeah, they have a floor in there. Is there going to cause the same issue that was eventually fixed with DAR, where you could sacrifice mind-controlled cards on your enemy? I assume that it's the same idea. Like the same concept would work here. They wouldn't be targetable. They removed mind-controlled units from your targetable thing with those abilities. Right, I just love having a 5-cost hard removal spell to kill a Frontier Bradley who's only 3 costs. He's such a bad card since he dies to that hard removal. Gave birth to a beautiful baby Satan in your TBT pack. Nice, I got DSR and like 50 visitors. So visitors are on their way to 6, and I got level 5 DSR, so that's pretty cool. Just want to be as clear as possible about this. The removal of team packs from events is unwarranted in every way. Nobody likes event leaderboards. Even the people who place at the top hate it by the end of the weekend. And playing for 20 hours over the weekend to get 5 copies of a rare card 100% does not justify the loss of 4 to 5 team packs. If you want to do event leaderboards, do them in addition to team packs. I agree. I don't know why they wouldn't. Anything else is a slap in the face to the player base. Please stop the obvious attempt to remove the rewards that we've received for years now. It's obviously insulting. It's honestly insulting to people that have been playing the game for 3 years now. I mean, fucking relax. Just because they've been doing this for a couple weeks doesn't fucking mean that it's gonna be like this forever. You don't have to complain like it's the end of the world, like Jesus. And it's not you complaining like this that's going to make them change it back. I promise you that. Any chance you can make the skybox available to everyone who grinded the event? You do all this talk about anti-D ranking, yet you essentially rewarded D rankers by allowing them to be the only people to get the skybox by having the event. I haven't seen the skybox. Is it cool? Hey Toller, thank you for the great update. Excited to try out the new Critters card. Anyway, you know what the rewards are on the Thursday event, the coin one? Is it going to be back to how it was when the rewards were a lot more? Also, any news on the DAR TP bug? Will it be fixed soon? Thank you very much for all you do for South Park. I hate that guy. How come you don't respond to me about my bans? Anyone who would like to ask about a Discord ban is free to PM me with the Discord name they were banned under and the date the banning happened. Discord bans are almost always permanent, but mistakes can happen, so I'm happy to look at this for anyone who might have been banned, don't know why. Check your big offers. I have it for $7.99 along with 10 alt kites. I know a few have said they don't have that offer though. The skybox in an offer? I guess I didn't look. I don't think Lucky Penguin is going to be unbanned from what I understand so far. TOS are lawyer-written outlines that provide the basic guidelines of the product, which can be contested in courts. If he agreed to TOS, then goes against it. It doesn't matter if he didn't get an answer to the request to go against it. The answers will always, that's fair. He would need a yes before he could legally do it. He would likely need to be an employee, blah, blah, blah. I don't know LP or have anything against him, but this is a lawyer battle. Maybe, I don't know if it's necessarily that he was banned. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess. The guy's not wrong. I DM'd you Toller, but you never responded. LOL. What part of everyone you didn't get it? I think that's the shameful object in the game because only D-rankers and pay-to-way players can get it. What? Why is this guy mad? Another new card means even less chances to get cards you want, and it's epic, which means it will be playable only at events. I mean, technically epic cards are easier to get playable because 25 epic cards really, or 25 plus 8 plus 4, like what, 36 or something like that? Let's say ballpark 40 epics isn't really all that much when you can get like 12 at a time. Another new card means even less chances to get the cards you want, and it's epic, which means it will be playable only event. Oh, I already read that. I'm stupid. The card's a single unit in-game. The other animals are sitting on the bear's shoulders. So your problem is that it would actually require some intelligent deck building to benefit, and that makes you not like it. Do you think the card will be bad as a result? Because I'm worried it will be too good. You are right that if you remove it, you're technically losing energy after the first sacrifice, but it's not like you're going to be using it to sacrifice full health unit. The unit will probably have gotten some value already before you sacrifice it. You're right with Coop seems like the logical step, but what about Goth Kids? Where the guy you kill will just come right back. Removing critters when Henrietta is on the field seems like a good result for you. Or what about visitors in TNP where you still have a unit out after you kill them? Or maybe Mysterion right next to your new kid to have him spawn again quicker and kill him again. Removing critters means the other removal targets in your deck will be free to murder. We've seen how brutal one range unit can be boosted from Ninju, now add a bunch of health to that. I don't think you're thinking deep enough into this card and how devastating the potential it has is. Could it get removed and you lose a lot of energy because you play it poorly? Of course, that's true for most cards. How the hell is Penguin and why should I care? The game is shit, lol. You must know the card pool is too large for new players now. It's unsustainable for growth. Well, new players don't have all the fucking cards available to them, bro. You unlock them slowly through PvE and you lock them slowly from ranking up. Not everybody's immediately in Legend and has every card. These games have things inherently set up. You're talking about shit about being a new player, and you probably haven't been a new player in 3 years, so you don't even know what it's like. Will there be development to the game and not just new cards? What a dumb thing to say. Further question, can I suggest implementing trade tokens? It would be far more valuable battle pass reward and could take the place of crafting mats. For instance, if you earned an epic token, you could then request 6 copies of a card and put forward 4 or 5 choices of your own for a trader to choose from, or something like that. No, a trading token is fucking stupid. What a dumb idea. Trading token? You want me to lose rewards so that I can have a chance to get a card from somebody else, which technically takes away from my team? No. That's fucking stupid. What they need is just tokens. You can call them tokens, epic tokens, legendary tokens, whatever. Because there are so many cards, you could give tokens where when I get this token, when I get this legend token, I can pick what legend card I get with that token. When I get this epic token, I can pick what epic card to get with that token. That's what you do with epic. You don't make fucking trade tokens. What? Good thing you don't design the fucking game, homie. Jesus Christ, put me on the design team. The amount of new cards we've been getting is cool. It's cool unless you're a whale trying to keep up. Like, my god, I can't believe some people that have all these cards leveled. But the game needs implementation of new ways to earn cards. I mean, they gave us the battle pass, they gave us team wars, they increased end of season rewards. Anything recently? No, not really recently, no. It needs integration of new game modes or rewards that aren't based around the current structure. I mean, they give us events pretty much daily. Like, that is your way to gain rewards. That is your way. We love a PvP party mode where your elo isn't affected by winning or losing. Why would anybody play anything but that then? It's available all week and game modes change all the time whilst keeping some rewards for playing. The biggest thing about games like this is your matchmaking queues. You want to have matchmaking be almost instantaneous no matter where you are. You have no idea how many games that I play that are just like this. There's just some time in the day I cannot play the game. Champion Strike at 2 a.m. I cannot play that game. I cannot get a game. I cannot get a game. Do you understand me? I'm not saying it takes a minute. I'm not saying it takes 2 minutes. I'm saying I cannot match up against another human being. There's just nobody that plays that game in comparison to South Park. And it's because partially there's only one way to play this game. When you play South Park, unless you're playing PvE or challenge mode, you're playing ladder and you're in the matchmaking queue, which is why there's always somebody to play in this game. Do you match up the same guys every once in a while? Sure. But that's usually because you're up high enough where there's not a whole lot of people to be matched with anyway. But even when you're up in the top 200 people, it's 30 seconds max for a game in this one. And that's partially because a lot of people still play the game heavily, but partially because the matchmaking queue is set up in a way where you can get knocked down and play other people. In these other games, it is an impossibility to get knocked down and play with people below your rank. In fact, this one game I was messing with it, I made a macro to just open a game, play it, close it, open a game, play it, close it, like, or open a game, wait 5 minutes, open a game, you know what I mean? Just like D-rank, right? I just wanted to see how their D-ranking went, because I was already in the master rank, I was already in like the legend rank. Took me like 2 weeks, literally took me like 2 weeks. I don't think I lost a game. I'm not exaggerating. I don't think I lost a game all the way up to the master rank. I don't think I lost a single game. I lost games in the like challenge modes and stuff, but on the ladder, not a single one. And I wanted to see what the D ranking was like, and I left it running, and I thought I left it running for an hour, but it ran all night, and it brought me from, my rank was 2400 was the rank for legend. I went from 2400 to from 2500 to 400 to 400. It let me go all the way to 400, but get this, I still get ranked at 2400. It sticks me at 2400, so I still have 400 points, And so I only give 400 points to the only thing that matters is like your team ranking. Your team is ranked based on everybody's points smashed together. That's your team rank, right? That's the only thing that it matters in the whole game, because I'm getting matched up with these people up in the top rank, and so I get the top rewards. My rewards get scaled up to that, but I can't beat up on noobs. So that's an interesting way to do it, where sure, my rank shows as 1,000, but I'm still getting ranked up with 8,000. So what that allowed me to do is I was feeding elo the whole way down. I was feeding elo to those people, and the elo stayed the elo stays 1-to-1, but so there's not an increased amount of elo. That stays 1-to-1, but I don't get a benefit from D-ranking. So like South Park does, you get to your floor and you can't D-rank. Well, if you're at your floor and you lose, you just fed points into the system, which feeds it up, which is why there's people at like 9,000 points now, when before it was impossible. What's up, Denver? Is Pegs even on? I don't think I've seen Pegs tonight, no. I rehashed this suggestion I did from Discord. But anyway, yeah, tokens is a good idea. Not trade tokens. The amount of new cards we've been getting is cool, but the game needs blah blah blah. It's available all week. Yeah, anyway, events. We all need ways to communicate with friends, teammates in the same vein. I agree with that. We'd love game replay and share game options, emotes. Well, you have to be server side then, so that's just not gonna happen. Emotes, and can you imagine a 2v2? It would be awesome. We'd love more. I mean, you fucking complain about bugs now. Imagine having to sync up 4 people. Another game that I play similar to this, which we play on we play on Mobile Madness days, where we play 3 games at once while we have stream raiders going in the background. Soul of Eden has 2v2 mode coming out, so it's pretty interesting. They're working on 2v2 mode, and they just released their battle pass, so it's interesting. That game's maybe a year old, maybe not even that much. Anyway, 2v2 probably won't happen. I rehashed this suggestion, blah, blah, blah. We heavily discussed how introducing a trading system only enhances abuse, so no thank you. Yeah, trading system's retarded, because guess what? I can just make an account, and I can just have a bot that opens my fucking free packs every day, and that account can be used to trade cards with. And the only reason people don't already do that is because there's like a donation limit. And there's accounts out there. There's accounts called Card Feeder. There's an account called Card Collect, or like Card Chest or something. Like they literally just use it to donate like high value cards like DAR and stuff like that to themselves. Where you can bypass RNG somewhat. Philly players are getting pretty worked up by ever increasing card pool and then not receiving the cards they want. Rather than introducing cheap trading systems to please the player base, I'd suggest to go over this problem SPPD style. We've had the anniversary event or the other events not so long ago where we could unlock legendary cards in the last slot. I'd say make those events monthly and make the last slot of the solo legendary card where we trim down RNG by narrowing down the odds. Yeah, that's nice, where you just get the you pick the theme. They already have that where you can pick the theme of the deck, so yeah, I think something like that would work. That's kind of like the token thing I was talking about, but that would be you don't want to guarantee a legend every week, man. You don't want that. You really don't want that. Guarantee a legend every week just for playing. That's gonna be real unfortunate to the people who can't grind the events every week, right? Yeah, I agree. This is a better idea than fucking trading. Like, what the fuck? What? Trading? You can already request. That's trading enough, isn't it? That's in essence trading. It's just controlled trading. But yeah, I do like the idea of being able to select. I think just like I said, legend tokens, and then select which legend you want. And in that vein, you could actually do it like Heroic does. Heroic does a cool thing where Heroic has event tokens. They call them Phoenix tokens, and those you get from. They have a bunch of different rotating events that they do every couple days, and when you finish the events, there's there's a point system for every event, and you know there's a tiers of rewards, just like for South Park. Except in that game, every single event has a free pass and a paid pass, which amounts to like probably $2 or $3 to buy that. So that game is so pay to win. But even if they just had the free pass, there's an event every day there is pretty much an event going, but you win tokens from those events, and then they have a token shop where you can do, like, for instance, I could get a random legendary card for 6,000 tokens, or I could get a specific legendary for 20,000 tokens, right? I could get a specific epic for 500 tokens, but a random epic for 200 tokens, that kind of thing, right? So if you want to drill down and get specific ones, you have to spend a little bit more tokens, and if you want to just randomly, it doesn't matter what you get, want to get lucky, you can spend more. So that I think is a really good cycle. Clash does that. This is how the trading works. You get a token, and you can trade a legendary token for someone else's legendary token and swap legends. Yeah, I see. I don't like the idea of trading legends because that hurts your teammates, right? Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to do that? Because that just, especially in our game, maybe that works more for Clash Royale, but in our game, when you have to have your deck spread out and leveled up, separated, so that you can do well in Team Wars no matter what the deck is, you don't want, like, if that was true, imagine if that was true since day one of South Park, you'd have people who have level 1 legends in certain things and level 6 legends in other things, because they were able to just trade with their buddies. Oh, you give me all your sci-fi your sci-fi adventure cards, I'll give you all my adventure or fantasy mystic cards, and we'll just have opposite good decks. And then Team Wars hits and they fucking suck because 2 of their decks are completely fucked. So yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it because teammates have spare cards. Yeah, I mean, it might work for Clash Royale, but for, like I said, for South Park, you don't want to gimp your teammates like that. You don't want to gimp your teammates by stealing legendary cards. Epics and stuff like that, that's one thing, because most of the time, once you get to the point where you need 35 of them, like, or 350 of them, like 1 or 2 isn't a big deal, and it's only every week. But when you're doing legend cards that you pretty much have to buy, I don't like it. I don't like it. But I do like the idea of a token system where you can pick what legend you get. I like that. Where maybe in the end of season pass, the people at the top get one random and then one token, where they get one random one and then a token. Or like I said, they could do a whole event shop where instead of getting like just like they did with the battle pass in the past, where every little thing that you do you can get event points. You could do that with challenge mode. Your first run of challenge mode, you get event points, or if you finish the events, you get event points, and then you can use those event points in the event shop, and that would open up more ways to get cards, like everybody's saying. I think that's what they should do. Steal from other games. But then other games have cool things, like Soccer Royale has something where when you get a pack, or when you open a chest is what it's called. Mac Bain, thanks for the sub, buddy. Appreciate you. When you get a pack, you can watch an ad to replace one of the cards with something else. So if you get an epic card you don't like, you watch an ad, you replace that epic card. If you don't want to do an ad, make it like 1 cash or 5 cash or something like that. You can re-roll, right? World War Doe has specific chests, which are the exact same as these other chests, a little bit more expensive, but you can pick one card in them. So in one you can pick, you know, if you want a specific common, you can get 300 commons, and then everything else, then you get randoms, epics, rares, legends. Or you can pick this specific one legend, you get random everything else. Or you can pick and get 50 epics, get random everything else. So those chests are quite expensive, but they can help you build your deck very, very quickly. And in that game, it's all about like you can put one deck together pretty cheap, and just that combo deck can be your deck, and it doesn't matter your other cards. So that's pretty good. That's subtastic. Appreciate the sub, Mac. I'm trying to think of what some other things that some team. There's one game, that Soul of Eden game is interesting because there's no coins or anything when you upgrade cards. It's just if you get the cards to upgrade the card, you can upgrade it. you click the button and it upgrades. And then the only currency you're getting is you get coins, and the only thing coins does is you buy stuff from the shop, which is just you can buy some cards every day. You get some cards you can choose from. And then there's like the premium currency, which you get quite a bit of that naturally, so you don't really have to spend anything for that. And then you get these like dust particles. I don't know if they're like stars or something. I don't know. I can't remember what they call it. But that is used like let's say I have 7 out of 8 out of a legend. Instead of needing to get that last card to upgrade, I can spend 10,000 of these things and upgrade it. So it's kind of a way to circumvent the RNG of the game, which I think that's pretty cool. And they also just implemented they don't have card trading with your teammates, but they did implement something where you get this little canister, and you can you can pick which card will come out of the canister, and like after 5 hours you can get the card from the canister kind of thing, you know. So that's kind of cool, where you can specifically build your decks and try to get things up. What's up, Leaf Shadow? I'm trying to think if there's any other cool ones. And there's a lot of games that I don't like the way they do their polls and stuff, so that's why I kind of stray away from that. But for the most part, like Soul of Eden, I would never find myself spending money on that. The battle pass, because if I play a game, I'm buying the battle pass. It's just too much value. The battle pass is pretty much the only thing I'd ever spend for that, because it's just the value is just not there. World War Doe, the value's there. They have a lot of packs where it's $10. You get $9 worth of premium currency. You get a legend, and you get a bunch of other stuff. So those packs are worth it. Champion Strike has some packs that are like X8 or whatever, where it's like 8 times value, and it's $10 for like 6 legends or something like that. It's ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous. And that's why I spent $30 in that game, and I got it. I spent $30. I bought this one set of packs. You could buy 3 of them, and it was 100,000 coins and like 6 legends, and I could max all of my shit. And I have a level 13 deck, and level 15 is the max, and I just like, nobody has that. I looked at the top people playing, they don't even have level 15s. So it's kind of like South Park. And I got to the top. I got to the legend rank with $30 in like 2 weeks. Literally. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Same with World War Doe. I'm in the top of that, and I only spent like $50 on it. Maybe even that. I've spent more since, but there's been a few battle passes since then. And that game's just so much fucking fun, man. The emotes in that game, you can flip people off, fart on people, teabag people, do a flip on them, tell them to fuck off. You can do emote bubbles like noob, don't quit your day job, you're doing great, like all sorts. Like that game is just, the emotes in that game are just so much fun. And you have a little character that runs around, so when you do the emotes, he actually, like when you do the middle finger emote, he actually sits there and flips them off in game. It's pretty funny. And at the end you have a dance, so you can dance the Dougie, or you can do the moonwalk or something, all sorts of stuff. It's a lot of fun. All right, but that does it for the weekly update. Now don't forget, I stopped mentioning it, but to celebrate our new Osimo edition, which you can see right there, if you want to see more of him, check out the beginning of this video. But if you want a chance to win the Osimo card, you're going to have to check out the YouTube video if you're live on Twitch. But if you're watching this on YouTube, all you have to do is like, comment, and subscribe. The bot that I'm going to use will check all 3. So you won't even be in the running unless you like the video, comment, and subscribe. Whatever you comment, doesn't matter. Comment your favorite part of the update. Comment your least favorite part. I don't care. Just leave a comment. And then whoever wins, I will contact and get your address to send you out the Osimo 4000 straight to your door. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Thanks for stopping by for the weekly update. We'll see you guys later. Have a good week in South Park. Enjoy the challenge mode and the event grind. Good luck in your packs, and we will see you guys later. Peace out.